The only solution that actually works in anything we wish to achieve is simply 2 words: daily discipline. Daily discipline is the only solution. Unfortunately, the answer is so tiny, so small, and so simple that if we leave it at that, most therapists, most teachers, most coaches, and just about anyone who works in any way in some sort of education program or self-help program, industry, would simply go out of business. Because once you have daily discipline, there's nothing else you need. Once you have daily discipline, you are truly independent. Once you wake up and you have a task, and it doesn't matter what kind of day it is, doesn't matter what kind of weather is happening outside, doesn't matter what else you need to do that day or how you feel internally, whether you feel like you're well slept, you feel sick, you feel energetic, the task will get done. It doesn't matter if you do that task within the first hour of waking up or on the 23rd hour, but that day the task will be finished. Then you wake up the next day and do it all over again, and that is daily discipline. Once we develop that, once we truly grasp that, and we do not need anyone from the outside world to boost that discipline, to motivate that discipline, to polish that discipline. Once that discipline is engraved in us, we become unstoppable. We become our divine selves, our highest selves. And the sad news is most of us will never get there because most of us do not have the discipline. This is not a matter of talent. This is not a matter of inabilities. It's not a matter of anything. All this is simply the discipline to achieve, the discipline to work, the discipline to push. All we need to do is wake up, write down what it is that we need to complete that day, and then get after it. Our goals within a day must be achievable within 30 minutes, less than an hour, for sure less than an hour. If the daily discipline requires more than an hour, we are not, this is now a diminishing effect. We're no longer helping ourselves. We are making our daily goals extremely complicated. This is the equivalent of having to read 1 new book per day. Incredibly amazing achievement if one can do that for a month, for 2-3 months, for a whole year. Astonishing, but rather unnecessary. And the contradictory effects that it could be caused by overdoing it, by burning out, are far more negative, far more detrimental than the task of actually doing just a tiny bit. All we need within daily discipline is the confidence boost, is the dopamine rush, is the check that makes us feel like we accomplished something. We did what we were meant to do. We are such overwhelmed with extremely complicated tasks that only make us top heavy. They only provide us with knowledge that is really unnecessary, that we get lost. We simply get lost in the modern day of life, knowing what it is that we even wish to do. Most of us really just need that daily discipline, whether it's taking a dance class, martial arts, music, second or third language. These are all improvements, including dating life or anything else. These are all improvements that come from a very beginner level of daily dosage of daily discipline. And yet we struggle with that because we put so much heavy weight on our shoulders, right? If I'm going to commit to dance class, it has to be 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. Otherwise, I'm wasting my money, I'm wasting my time. And that is simply not true. Perhaps you could just do 2 sessions of 30 to 45 minutes a week. And if you commit to that and actually consistently get after that, you'll find that growth is waiting for you on the other side after 5 years, after 10 years. But we are so narrow-minded, unfortunately, and it's quite peculiar, because when it comes to plans in life, when it comes to our desires and thinking ahead and getting lost in our own anxiety and saving up for retirement and planning our marriages and having kids and grandchildren, we are so far into the future. Yet when it comes to actually doing the task and recognizing what is the bare minimum of what we need to maintain on day-to-day basis in order to actually grow in life, we are pathetically enabled of making the bigger choices, the choices that are dependent on the future, right? You understand already, theoretically, somehow, that all you need is that 30 minutes. You get that. But you're so focused on devoting such a gigantic amount of time to it every day that you'll basically flip that 180 degrees. You start to just procrastinate entirely and you don't do anything. Whereas if all you had to do was to commit 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and actually consistently did that, in 5 years, in 3 or in 10 years, you'll see that all of your goals are, if not achieved, are extremely close. Yet we struggle with that, right? We struggle so much with having a true understanding of what is necessary to be done in this moment in order to serve us in the future. I'm going to repeat that one more time for myself. What is necessary, what is demanding of us to be done in this moment in order for us to be one step closer to the future we desire. And that's all we need. We do not need to be 2 steps closer. Every single day is only an opportunity to be 1 step closer. There is no cheat way out of life. There's no cheat way out of life, man. There isn't. There simply isn't. No one has ever learned the piano in 1 day. No one has ever become a breakdancer in 2 days. No one has ever learned their second language in 3 days. These things take time. No introverted person has ever become extroverted within a week. And no obese person has ever walked into a gym and walked out a month later and lost 60 pounds and maintained it. It just doesn't work like that. The key to all of these things, the key to getting good at anything in our lives, comes back to daily discipline. Daily discipline doesn't care about our skin color. Their daily discipline does not care about our gender, doesn't care about where we are in this world today, especially now with the advantages of these beautiful devices that we get to create these videos for each other. Daily discipline is ingrained in us. It is waiting to be exposed only if you allow it to. You better be careful, because once you develop that, once you commit yourself to that, you will lose some friends. You will grow out of some friendships. You will move on from certain relationships, move on from some jobs. You will become a higher version of yourself. And some people can't hang. Some people simply can't hang with the quality version of you that is waiting, anticipating, begging to be explored by you. Get after it, man.